Hello all, warm welcome. Again, in day 6, take deep breath. Desire is not your enemy, it's your compass. The problem isn't that you desire, it's that the world taught you to aim that fire too low. You were born with a pulse of creative energy inside you, something sacred that can build, heal, inspire. But when that same energy gets hijacked by lust, it burns short and shallow instead of long and luminous. Day 6 is about taking that raw voltage and rewiring it, turning impulsive hunger into creative ambition, turning lust into drive. Before we go deeper into semen retention mastery, subscribe to this channel and join our Telegram community, link below. You'll get guidance, insights, and exclusive updates designed to accelerate your growth. Stay connected. Your discipline, focus, and transformation begin right here. There's a reason your energy spikes when you feel attraction. It's not sin, shame, or weakness. It's power awakening. Your biology is doing exactly what it was designed to do, move you toward creation. Nature doesn't waste energy. Every urge carries potential. But if that potential isn't directed consciously, it leaks out through fantasy, distraction, and compulsive behavior. You don't lose energy because you feel lust. You lose it because you let lust use you instead of using it. To transmute lust, you first have to understand it. Lust is biological intensity mixed with psychological attachment. It's the body's signal that you have something to give, but without structure, that gift becomes noise. When you channel lust upward, toward purpose and expression, you don't kill the flame, you refine it. Imagine a bonfire without a boundary. It scorches everything, but build a forge, and that same fire hardens steel. Transmutation is that forge. Your brain is a chemical factory, and desire is one of its most powerful stimulants. When you indulge lust unconsciously, your dopamine system gets flooded. High spikes, sharp crashes. You train your brain to chase novelty, not depth. But when you withhold release and redirect that energy into work, art, or training, dopamine stabilizes, your focus sharpens. You start to crave progress instead of pleasure. That's how Dr. Briz is born, not through denial, but through redirection. This is what ancient philosophers and mystics hinted at when they spoke of sexual alchemy. They weren't talking about repression, they were talking about transformation. The idea is simple. The same energy that can create life can also create greatness. It's one of the purest forms of power a man possesses. When he learns to master it, his presence changes. His eyes grow clear. His mind stops oscillating between guilt and indulgence. His energy starts radiating outward, confident, steady, productive. You begin this rewiring by observing your triggers. Don't run from them. Study them. Lust isn't random, it's patterned. Certain thoughts, images, or situations pull that energetic switch in your brain. Notice what happens in your body when that switch flips. Where do you feel the heat, the tension, the rush? That awareness is step 1. Because once you can see desire arise, you can learn to ride it, not drown in it. When desire floods your system, pause. Don't fight it. Breathe into it. Let the sensation spread without acting on it. That breath is the bridge between animal impulse and human choice. Every time you stay with the feeling, instead of reacting, you're rewiring neurons. You're teaching your nervous system that desire isn't a command, it's a signal. You can feel it fully without losing control. Over time, that ability becomes instinctive. The next layer is redirection. Energy follows attention. When you feel that fire rise, consciously shift your focus to something meaningful. A project, a workout, a plan. Move the energy from fantasy to execution. The moment you act instead of react, you start transmuting. The same biological surge that once fueled addiction now becomes fuel for discipline. Your body doesn't know the difference, it just follows where you point the current. Physical movement is a powerful transmutation tool. When lust hits, don't just sit there. Move. Lift weights, sprint, do push-ups. Channel the tension into motion. The body wants release. Give it release through effort. As your muscles burn, the mind resets. What was once chaos becomes momentum. You've turned distraction into direction. Creativity is another transmutation channel. Write, design, paint, strategize, anything that forces you to translate inner tension into outer expression. The energy that once pulled you outward through craving now flows upward through creation. That's why so many great artists, inventors, and thinkers spoke of sexual energy as sacred fire. They didn't kill it, they learned to aim it. But the deepest transformation happens when you shift the meaning of desire. Lust, in its raw form, says, I want to possess. Doctor says, I want to build. The emotional shift from consumption to creation is subtle but profound. The first is scarcity. The second is abundance. One takes, the other gives. That's the turning point where lust becomes legacy. Rewiring also means healing your relationship with pleasure itself. Most men either chase it compulsively or demonize it entirely. Both are extremes born from guilt and confusion. The middle path is mastery, the ability to experience pleasure consciously without being enslaved by it. When you can feel desire without collapsing into it, pleasure becomes a tool, not a trap. You stop fearing your own body. You start trusting your energy. Meditation is a vital part of this process. Sit quietly and bring your attention to the breath. When desire arises, don't label it as wrong. Observe it like a wave rising in the ocean of awareness. Watch it peak, fall, and dissolve. The more you do this, the less power lust has over you. You see that it's temporary. Like all emotions, you realize you are not the craving, you are the consciousness behind it. That awareness gives you freedom. Journaling helps too. Write about the moments you feel most triggered. Explore what lies beneath the surface. Often, lust is a disguise for loneliness, boredom, or stress. Once you see the real emotion, you can meet it with compassion instead of compulsion. That's where emotional intelligence fuses with masculine strength. You stop escaping yourself. You start listening. Rewiring desire isn't just about restraint, it's about relationship. You're learning to relate to your energy with respect. Think of it as a wild stallion. If you suppress it, it rebels. If you indulge it, it runs wild. But if you train it patiently, it becomes unstoppable. Discipline is that training. The longer you practice, the more energy you can hold without losing focus. That's what makes retention such a powerful practice. It increases your capacity for energy. As your energy builds, you'll notice a change in how people respond to you. Your eyes carry focus. Your movements slow down. Your words feel grounded. That's because you're no longer leaking energy through fantasy and guilt. You're radiating coherence, the nervous system of a man aligned with purpose. Others may not know why, but they feel it. That's the aura of transmutation. At this stage, your relationship with women changes too, not because you suppress attraction, but because you see beyond it. You start appreciating feminine energy as inspiration, not temptation. You stop objectifying and start understanding. You begin to see that the purpose of masculine desire isn't to consume the feminine, but to complement it to create balance. From that understanding comes respect, and from respect, true connection. Dr. Viz Masculine's sacred expression of love. It's how you give back to life, what life has given you. When lust becomes drive, every goal, every workout, every late night of hard work becomes an act of devotion. You're no longer chasing dopamine, you're honoring your potential. And that's the difference between addiction and ambition. One drains, the other builds. But don't mistake this transformation as a one-time event. It's a practice. You'll stumble. You'll face days when the old patterns try to pull you back. That's part of the rewiring process. Every time you rise again, your mind learns resilience. Each relapse becomes a lesson, not a failure. You're sculpting neural pathways, not chasing perfection. Here's a truth few talk about. Desire never disappears, nor should it. The goal isn't to kill your fire, it's to aim it consciously. You'll always feel attraction, temptation, longing, but with mastery, you'll see them for what they are, invitations to rise higher. The stronger the desire, the greater the potential for transformation. What once enslaved you now becomes your teacher. Rewiring desire also requires environment design. Eliminate unnecessary triggers, mindless scrolling, shallow entertainment, toxic routines. Replace them with systems that align your energy. Morning routines, physical training, deep work sessions. Environment shapes behavior more than willpower does. When your space supports your goals, discipline becomes natural. Your nutrition, sleep, and physical health all affect your ability to transmute. The body is the vessel through which energy moves. If it's inflamed, fatigued, or neglected, your mental clarity suffers. Eat clean, stay hydrated, train hard, rest deeply. You can't build drive on a drained foundation. In time, you'll notice that the intensity you once felt as lust now expresses as focus. The same restlessness that once sent you seeking pleasure now pushes you toward progress. You'll find yourself working longer without fatigue, speaking with conviction, and attracting respect without trying. That's not magic, that's biology aligned with purpose. The more you master this energy, the more creative you become. You'll have ideas at random times while walking, showering, training. That's your subconscious finally having space to breathe. Lust, when undirected, clogs mental bandwidth. Transmuted energy frees it. Suddenly, you're not chasing inspiration, you're generating it. Over time, you start seeing desire as sacred communication. Each surge of energy becomes a reminder. I'm alive. I have something powerful to give. That's a blessing, not a burden. When you live from that awareness, Even temptation becomes gratitude. You thank the energy instead of fearing it. You channel it into excellence instead of escapism. Confidence deepens. You no longer need external validation because your inner state provides constant feedback. Every day you stay aligned, your self-respect grows. You stop asking, "What do I get from this?" and start asking, "What can I build with this?" That's the question that separates men who are controlled by desire from men who command it. To sustain transmutation, you must keep feeding your purpose. A purpose too small will never hold the weight of your energy. That's why many men relapse. Their mission isn't big enough. Expand your vision. Set goals that scare you a little. Desire needs direction, and drive thrives on meaning. Give your energy something worthy to serve. On days when the fire feels overwhelming, remember this: the energy inside you is not chaos. It's life asking to be expressed. Take a walk, breathe, write, build, pray. Whatever connects you back to center, do that. The more channels you create for expression, the less grip lust has over you. Listen up, your assignment before you leave. Like, subscribe, and go. I need to know your location. Comment section is mandatory. Eventually, the war inside you ends. You stop seeing desire as a threat. You see it as fuel. That shift changes everything. You start using energy consciously in business, relationships, creativity, leadership. You realize that the same force that once distracted you is now driving your evolution. That's what makes semen retention and energy mastery so powerful. It's not superstition. It's neurochemistry turned spiritual discipline. At a certain point, your life becomes proof of this transformation. Your body glows differently. Your words carry conviction. You attract opportunities that match your vibration. You're no longer chasing, you're magnetizing. Because energy that's coherent, confident, and focused naturally draws its equal. As this practice deepens, you'll feel a subtle joy in your discipline. What once felt like sacrifice now feels like strength. You realize that pleasure wasn't meant to be avoided, it was meant to be earned through alignment. The deeper your integrity, the richer your joy. By now, you understand that rewiring desire isn't suppression, it's elevation. You've taken the most primal instinct and turned it into purpose. You've proven to yourself that you can hold immense power without collapsing under it. That's what makes a man trustworthy, not his perfection, but his mastery of himself. Desire will continue to test you. That's its role. Every surge is a chance to reaffirm who you are. Will you serve the impulse, or will the impulse serve you? That's the question you'll answer 1,000 times in your journey. But each time you choose mastery, your drive grows sharper, your mind clearer, your heart steadier. If this video gave you real value, tap the thanks button. Your support helps me keep creating deeper content like this. Remember, Doctor is disciplined desire. It's lust that found its mission. So when you live that truth, everything changes, not just your habits, but your identity. You stop running from your fire. You start walking with it. It stops burning you and starts lighting the path ahead. Tonight, as you reflect, place your hand on your chest. Feel that pulse. That's the same life force that fuels galaxies, waves, and creation itself. You carry it inside you. The question isn't whether it's powerful. The question is, what will you do with it now that you've learned how to hold it? Keep watching. Day 7, coming soon.